Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Shuaib Ahmed. I'm an assistant professor in Department of General Medicine in Case Medical Academy, Mangalore. Today, I will tell you all basically about hypertension, or in other words, what we call as increased blood pressure. It's very important to know what is hypertension or blood pressure. And also, I'll be also talking on a few of the common questions or a few of the common doubts which patients usually ask me in my clinic. So I will divide this small talk basically starting with what is hypertension, what exactly do you mean by it, what are the different causes for hypertension, what are the different risk factors for hypertension, what are the common symptoms that you can present with, and what are the different ways to prevent hypertension and as well as treat. So this is briefly going to be my talk. Starting with what is hypertension. I'm pretty sure all of y'all would have gone or heard any time in your life what is hypertension. Say you've gone to doctor, they check your blood pressure and then they tell you that your blood pressure is 120/80 or say 130/80. So the whole idea of hypertension is there is a central organ, that is your heart. So usually whenever the heart pumps or whenever the heart beats, it is pumping blood into your blood vessels, which causes a pressure. This is nothing but blood pressure. Whenever this blood pressure remains persistently high, then you call it as hypertension. Now, why is it important? Hypertension, as you all know, is a very common disease. Approximately 50% of the people with hypertension die of stroke or acute MI. Hence, it is very important to diagnose it early and treat it. I'm sure all of you all, like I said, would have heard of hypertension. Now, usually there will be a lot of variation in your blood pressure throughout the day. What happens is, if your blood pressure remains persistently high, say for a long period, it will lead to different complications, and that is not good for your health. Coming to what are the causes for hypertension? The causes of hypertension can be primary or secondary. Primary, in simple words, means where the cause is not known, or it is a genetic modification which happens and you develop hypertension. Secondary cause means where there is some cause for your blood pressure. Cause as in it can be because of some hormonal imbalance, it can be because of a kidney problem, secondary to which you start getting high blood pressures, that is called as secondary hypertension. Similarly, there are multiple risk factors for hypertension. So risk factors can vary. For example, age itself is a risk factor. As and when you age, your arteries get more, and the blood pressure increases. Simple words, as you age, there is a higher chance of you developing blood pressure. Second important thing is family history. If anyone in your family has hypertension, a direct relative, say your father, your siblings, your brother, sister, or your mother, then there is a higher chance that you might also get hypertension. Next important thing is if you have any habits. So already you have a prolonged hypertension. Over that, in case you have any habits, that can also worsen your blood pressure. Habits like smoking, habits like alcohol, all these can also worsen your blood pressure. Another important risk factor is your diet. Increased salt intake, or say increased intake of fatty acids, which leads to a very unhealthy lifestyle as well as may also cause hypertension. Few other things are obesity. In people with obesity, there is a higher risk of you developing blood pressure, as well as stress. Stress is a very important factor for most of the diseases, which can worsen, as well as in hypertension also. As in more your stress increases, that can cause hypertension. So this is briefly regarding what is hypertension. Like I told you, whenever you have gone to a doctor or checked your blood pressure, they would have told you two values. One is a systolic value, which is your upper one. Other one is a diastolic blood pressure, which is a lower value. For example, 120/80, in which 120 is a systolic blood pressure and 80 is a diastolic blood pressure. Now, what do you mean by this? Like I said, blood pressure is nothing but when your heart pumps, it is pumping blood into your vessels, because of which there is a pressure exerted. Now, that is your systolic blood pressure. At the same time, when the heart relaxes in between the pumping, at that moment, the pressure on your blood vessels is called as a diastolic blood pressure. So normally your blood pressure should be around 120/80 or below that. You call it as hypertension or high blood pressure when there is a persistent value, say for more than 2 to 3 readings, and usually at different settings. If your value remains more than 140/90, then you will be termed as a hypertensive. I hope I'm clear with what is hypertension, what are the different causes, and what are the risk factors. Next, I would briefly like to tell you all what are the different ways you can prevent hypertension, as well as what are the different treatments that you can do. So like I said, there are various things before you go into medication by which you can prevent hypertension. And this is very important and an essential part. Now, what are these different things? I will tell you one by one. First and foremost is exercise. You do regular exercise daily, say about 30 minutes of aerobic exercises. That will keep you healthy. Why? A healthy person with a healthy heart needs less effort to pump blood. So that intake helps your heart to pump blood easily as well as maintain your blood pressure. Unhealthy lifestyle, increased fatty foods or increased salt intake, all these will cause unhealthy lifestyle as well as increase in your blood pressure. Exercise, one more important thing is that it will help you in decreasing your weight, in turn keeping you healthy again. The next important thing is diet. Very important part in hypertension. Now, what is diet? You take increased amount of salt. Do you know that 1 teaspoon of salt can has around 3000 milligrams of sodium? So that itself is enough to increase your blood pressure. So especially if you have a family history. So it is very important that you decrease your salt intake. And another important thing in diet is something called as DASH, which is a short form, which is called as Dietary Allowance to Stop Hypertension, DASH diet. It is a huge name, but in simple words, you take more of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, as well as decrease salt and fatty acids. This helps you in getting down your blood pressure to about 10 milligrams. So like I said, 120/80 or 140/90. With this DASH diet, it helps in decreasing to about 10 millimeters of mercury. Another important thing of prevention is, like I said, habits. These habits can cause a lot of issues. Say you are termed as a hypertensive and you have a habit of smoking or alcohol. So this adds on to your pressure already. So you have a risk of say 10-20%. If you have an added risk factor like smoking, that will again increase your chances of developing a heart attack or a stroke. So it is very important that you stop these habits like smoking and alcohol. Another very important thing for prevention is regular BP checkup. See, it is not very important that you always go to a doctor and check. Previously, your blood pressure, see, I'll tell you something, diagnosing blood pressure is not very difficult, where you have to go and get a blood test. All you need to do is check your blood pressure with one of the machines. We have your traditional BP machine, which is called as a sphygmomanometer. Nowadays, you have a lot of these digital machines, which give you an approximate or accurate value. So with which you can yourself monitor your BP. And if there is any doubt, always visit your doctor and get a BP checkup done. And if you see persistent values of say more than 140/90, visit your doctor. He is the best person to tell you what you have. So regular BP checkup and a self checkup is very important, especially in this present scenario where COVID is everywhere. The pandemic is just lockdowns and other things. So it's very difficult to visit a doctor. You might even be scared. So the best thing is you can check your blood pressures at home. And in case there is any variance or there is an increased values, you can always visit the doctor. Another important thing in prevention is stress management. One thing which all of you all have to remember, stress is a very important part for any disease. It is very important for you to be emotionally and physically healthy. So not just physically, got that? So stress plays a very important role in this. And how do you decrease your stress? There are different ways. You can use exercise, you can use reading a book, listening to music, or even meditation. Meditation is very important, like yoga. So all these will help in decreasing your stress, indirectly decreasing your emotional health, as well as improving your emotional and physical health. Next important and the most important thing, which most of the patients ask me when they come, so once I start on medications, do I have to take it lifelong? Answer will be yes and no. The thing is, your blood pressure, there are multiple factors like I told you. So as and when your blood pressure increases, say age-wise or because of certain other risk factors, you will have to change your medications accordingly. You will be started, the best person to start you on medication is your doctor. Like I said, you do a self-reading at home, You go to the doctor and you show him the readings, he will assess it and he will tell you which is the best medication for you. Please do not start self-medication. Show your doctor, he will tell you which is the ideal drug for you. And once you start on the drug, be on a regular follow-up. The adherence to the drug is very important. You shouldn't take the tablet, suddenly stop it. You might see that even after 1 to 2 weeks, your blood pressure is normal after stopping. But then there will be a sudden rise in your blood pressure, which can lead to a lot of complications, like you can have an acute heart attack, you can have a stroke, you can have visual disturbances, as well as kidney failure in case your blood pressure remains persistently high. So it is very important that continue on your medications. As and when your blood pressure increases or decreases, doctor will adjust the medication and give you, and that will be the ideal and best dose for you. So it is very important that you stick to your medications. So I won't go much into treatment and what are the different. So ideally, the most important thing for treatment is all these prevention methods, which I told you. Exercise, your diet, your habits, your regular checkups, and proper drugs. In case these don't work, then you have to continue your drugs regularly. So with this, I would briefly like to end this talk. I hope I have cleared at least few of your doubts through this talk. I would like to end by saying it is very important to remain fit and healthy in the present scenario with so many diseases coming up. Hypertension along with other comorbidities can cause fatal issues. It is very important. So I would like to end by telling, control your blood pressure by regular checkups and proper medications if required, prevent complications, and lead a healthy life. Thank you.